Y'all, it looks like Phaedra is in and Dr. Contessa and Anila are allegedly out. Okay, let's get into this tea. Okay. Um, I was in the middle of running errands and I came home to grab a bite to eat. I got a meeting after this, another interview. It's a lot going on this afternoon, right? So I was like, when I saw this, I was like, what, no, 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 say what now? Okay. Let's say what now? But I feel like the tea leaves had told us this a while ago, and we're going to talk about it because I did mention it in the video. Let's get into it. So, where does this come from? Our friends over at the Queens of Bravo Plus, which is their new account. Make sure you guys are following them. Add the plus on the end because it used to be just Queens of Bravo, but now add the plus. So they said the Married to Medicine shakeup is here. It sounds like Phaedra might have signed on the dotted line. Okay, it's official. Phaedra is joining Married to Medicine, and Contessa and Anila are out. Okay. Woo! Wow. Wow. Wowzers. Let's get into it. Let's really get into it. My assumption would be, as I stated, that Phaedra probably signed on the dotted line, and whatever salary that may have been going to Dr. Contessa and Anila would now be able to go to Phaedra to likely meet whatever demands that she had in terms of pay. Okay. So, is this shocking? Let's talk about that first, and then I'll get into how we already knew that this was coming. It's not really shocking to me. If I were to look at this from the lens of a television producer, I think that what they are probably looking at as a network is the amount of eyes that a Phaedra can draw. We know that she was a hit on Ultimate Girls Trip. We know that it was a hit when she had a brief appearance on Real Housewives of Dubai. So it's of no surprise to me that the network has pretty much, I would say, understood the value of what Phaedra can bring to the television in terms of comedy, shade, and that sort of thing. Now, you're not going to get no yelling and a screaming from Phaedra. You definitely will get some shade and some reads, and it'll be interesting to see how she mixes in with the ladies. But then when you look at what happened with Anila at the end of this past season, I just kind of felt like the writing was on the wall for Anila, especially when Zaina came on the channel and we had our interview and she lit that thing up, telling us that it was Anila who told her the rumors about Toya allegedly. I say allegedly, but that's what she said, right? And then Dr. Contessa. I personally like Dr. Contessa. I do feel like there's more story there with regards to her friendships and dynamics with the ladies, and she has provided some explosive drama over the past 2 seasons. What I will say, though, is that I think from a story perspective, for me, I felt like there was a huge gap in the storytelling of her and Dr. Scott's marriage and how they got things back on track. Because I understand that you get things back on track in the off season, but I also feel like because of the way things exploded at the end of the season prior to, we, the audience, would have appreciated maybe seeing some counseling sessions, some real one on one work, because it felt like once they had gotten back on a good path, we didn't hear about any of that stuff anymore. And I'm like, you gotta fill us in on what happened and how this is going. Because for a marriage to seem like it was on the end and the brink of destruction, and then the next time we see them, everything is hunky dory. We, as a viewing audience, are missing a part of the story. So, how did we know that this was coming? That's pretty easy. And I'll point it out to you, even though we had talked about it before. Now, on first glance, this post could seem a little innocuous. We had already heard at this point in time, rumors about Phaedra potentially joining, which almost sounded too good to be true. And then we get, the people posting with Dr. G and his new fiance. And for those of you guys who are unfamiliar, Dr. G is Dr. Gregory Lunsford, who is Quad's ex-husband, who we didn't see after he and Quad got a divorce. And so the cast have been all seemingly posting a lot with Dr. G and his new fiance, with the exception of maybe Jackie, because I don't, Jackie about that coin. Okay. So it seemed like they were trying to usher them in, which I do believe is possibly happening. However, it could be in like a friend role or just maybe like a part-time something situation. I don't know. But I would assume that based on what we saw here, okay, I mean, Dr. Heavenly kind of told us. Remember when she asked, it was about 4 weeks ago, who is ready for another season of Married to Men, right? And so somebody asked, no Anila or Dr. Contessa this time around? Dr. Heavenly says, I didn't say that. True enough, she didn't say it, but the photo did. So I ask you this question.
Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you. Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? I ask you. Is it a coincidence?
Is it a coincidence? I think not. Okay? I think not. I consider myself a little amateur super sleuth. You know what I'm saying? A little detective, if you will. Just trying to detect what's going on in the world of reality TV that, might not automatically, something that just doesn't always meet the eye. You know what I'm saying? So I am looking at all coincidences. You know what I'm saying? But what I also found interesting, that when you go and dig deeper, okay, into 2023 and you see where things are headed for Dr. Heavenly, and you see this here. BET Lifestyle says that Dr. Heavenly refuses to bring negativity into 2023. It says, I've learned through my mistakes. The Married to Medicine star revealed to BET Lifestyle that she no longer drinks alcohol and made a conscious effort to use less profanity. Okay? Now, I believe that this is coming on the heels, okay, of Dr. Heavenly really honing in on her passion to lead and teach through her Dr. Heavenly University, which I do aim to join because everybody like a little coin, okay? We all like a little coin. And this is actually posted on her Instagram page, so you guys can see more about it there. So if Dr. Heavenly is going to be drinking less, Kyle Richards is also not drinking, okay? Fun fact. Will she still be able to bring the drama? No drinking, no cursing. What's that going to be like? Either way, we salute the positive changes that are involved, and we can't wait to see what they bring. But roll on, Married to Medicine. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you have gotten rid of Contessa and Anila for Phaedra? Do you feel like this is a good move? Are you excited about it? Are you less excited? I want to know what you think, okay? With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. So I'm Richie Skye, the author and publisher of The Wickedest Wives, Desiree's Desire, which is book 1 in a series. This book is about redemption. It's the story of a disgraced journalist who has lost everything. And now she has to rebuild her life brick by brick. And what better way to do that than to join a reality TV show? Why not? Now, not only are we talking reality TV, so you know there's gonna be scandal, you know there's gonna be a little bit of deception, backstabbing, a little romance, and why not throw in a sprinkle of murder to really round out the excitement? So I really want you guys to dive headfirst into these books. Desiree's Desire is just the first of many to come. So I'm super excited for you guys to read this, and I want to know exactly what you think. So be sure to follow, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.